I used to think working at a bar was the coolest job ever. Free drinks, chatting with strangers, and a laid-back atmosphere. What's not to love? But after my experience with a particular customer, I quickly realized that the job wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. It was a typical Friday night, and the bar was packed with customers. I was behind the bar, making drinks and chatting with patrons when I noticed a guy at the end of the bar who had already had a few too many. He was slurring his words, knocking over his drink, and generally being a nuisance to everyone around him. As the night went on, his behavior only got worse. He started yelling at other customers and even tried to hit on one of the female bartenders. I tried to ignore him and focus on my job, but his constant interruptions were making it difficult to serve other customers. Finally, after the guy spilled his drink all over the bar, I'd had enough. I walked over to him and calmly told him that he needed to leave. But instead of complying, he became even more belligerent. He started shouting obscenities at me and the other bartenders, and even threatened to take me outside if I didn't serve him another drink. At that moment, I felt a sense of fear that I had never experienced before. This guy was clearly unstable, and I didn't know what he was capable of. I looked around for help, but the other customers were too scared to get involved. That's when I remembered something my boss had told me during my training. If a customer is causing a disturbance, I could press a hidden button under the bar that would alert the bouncers to come help. Without hesitating, I reached under the bar and pressed the button. Within seconds, two burly bouncers appeared at my side. They calmly approached the guy, grabbed him by the arms, and led him out of the bar. I let out a sigh of relief and thanked the bouncers for their help. I never thought I would be grateful for their presence, but that night they saved me from a potentially dangerous situation. I may not have the most glamorous job in the world, but I'm proud of the way I handled myself that night. And, as for that drunk and rude customer, I hope he learned his lesson and never comes back to our bar again. A neural narration story.